All right, good morning, traders. Today is, excuse me, December 21st, 2023. My SPY pivot this morning, 469.90. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5, that's FNGU, DIA, SPY, IWM, and QQQ, all made bearish engulfing candles yesterday, but still remain bullish in their daily chart uptrends. Okay, the bears should be looking for follow through today. Gold and silver continue to consolidate at the midpoint of their last pullback that produced higher highs. No, excuse me, higher lows. Misread that. USO is technically in an uptrend, but still below the daily downtrend line. So it was up there. It spiked it yesterday. UNG still in a daily downtrend and consolidating around 475. The US dollar index still consolidating around the 102.30 level. Let's go take a look at some charts. All right, let's just pull up the daily chart. You can see we got the bearish engulfing. I'm just going to go out and say it. We got bearish engulfing on all of the Fab 5. We've got uptrends still intact on all of the Fab 5. All right. Today we closed, yesterday we closed in the 3/8 trap for the SPY. You can see we got a higher high and a lower low. Most all of them got higher highs and higher lows. QQQ, again, higher high, higher low, closing in the 3/8 trap. All right, still in an uptrend. FNGU, all right, see it, higher high, lower low, closing in the 3/8 trap. Right there, same thing going on, still in an uptrend. Diamond Dow, same thing, higher high, lower low, closed in the 3/8 trap. All right, let's take a look at IWM. Same thing, higher high, lower low, closed in the 3/8 trap. Right there. So they're all still in daily uptrends right there. All right, so let's take a look at our technicals that we had. We were in the overbought zone. We hung out there for a good part of the day, and then I don't know what caused the selling other than the possibility that one of the influencing products probably failed to make the higher high, and the market knew it was time for a correction and decided to bring it down. So we ended up in the chop zone, but on the buy side of the chop zone in T2122. T2123, you can see we were green all day long, and then the failure to make a higher high came in, and you can see we had the sell-off. T2123 3 bar came up to resistance. You can see it looks like price action hit the resistance on the 3 bar, and then we started to trade down. Now, still everything's still bullish right now, still bullish. FNGU indicator, you can see kind of pretty much the same thing. FNGU failed that higher high. I got a good feeling this is the culprit right here. FNGU, and there's one of these 10 products, or a couple of them, failed to make higher highs, and that caused a lot of the pullback. And you can see it's pulling back to the rising 200 on the 15. So we'll see if it makes a connection there or if it's going to pass through. You can see right there it's up, failed to make a higher high. Now it's going to make a lower low. So where's the lower low? It is down here. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right, FNGU still got a little bit more room to drop here before it makes the lower low. Here's the first low here. This is consolidation. This will be the low. So FNGU, we could see a little bit more follow through this morning. We'll see what happens. Supposedly it's gapping up. I don't trust it, but anything's possible. Back to the charts. Let's go take a look at IYT. IYT closed below the 8 EMA, but above the green trend indicator. So there's our transports pulling back to support. So they should find support right around 257.34. We'll see what happens. There's the IYT, still in an uptrend. XLF. Let's take a look at that. Closing below the 8 EMA, that's the T line. All right, so some of the major sectors closing below the 8 EMA, while the indices are kind of closing right in the 3/8 trap. That's interesting. So there's XLF. That's our financial bearish engulfing, and I think we got a lower high and a lower low on the XLF. IYT. Lower high and a lower low, obviously, okay? Let's take a look at SMH. SMH, lower high, lower low. So, excuse me. So they all closed below the T line here, headed back towards trend indicator. That's what it looks like right now. So there's SMH. And let's take a look at USO. Here's crude oil. So here's crude oil. Let me see, make sure I got the daily chart. So crude oil comes up here and tries to make contact with the daily downtrend line right there. All right. So you can see technically it's in an uptrend. There's the last high. It's making a higher high, but still underneath the downtrend line. So till it breaks out of that downtrend line, nice green trend indicator ball. That looks good. The 3 is up over the 8. That looks good. Let's see if they can hold it up here and pop through that downtrend line. That's crude oil. UNG. UNG closed underneath the 3 EMA. Still in a downtrend, just consolidating here at 475 level right now. So it bounced off 450, came up to $5, and now it's consolidating at the midpoint, roughly about 475 right there in the middle. Still in a downtrend right there. Silver pulls back, makes a higher low, and now we're right back at the midpoint consolidating. This is normal. So silver consolidating at the midpoint on the daily chart. Still in an uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows. Gold. Gold still making higher highs and higher lows. Also still consolidating at the midpoint here. All right, so all the bears out there on those big red candles, all right, they're looking for follow through. If they don't get follow through, there's a chance that we rocket back up past the high to go even higher. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. Here's the SPY. Here's the 4-hour chart of the SPY. Notice the big green candle up there. Then the test to make a significant higher high. Maybe they view that as not significantly higher high, and we caused a meltdown. So we'll see what happens. Notice that the market closed well below the doji, well below the higher low here. All right. So there was the next higher low on the 4-hour chart, and the market closed below that higher low. So we're looking for follow through. If we're bears, if you're bulls, you'd just be happy. You'd be really ecstatic if you got back to the midpoint. We'll see what happens. We could get a bullish engulfing, and they could want to go after this 480 number, which is the all-time high. So let's go take a look at U.S. dollar index. Here's the U.S. dollar. Dollar's getting weaker. That's good for the markets. So we were up consolidating about 102.50 or 102.30. Now we're down to 102. Be nice if we can see it come back down to the July lows. Here's the September highs. We're approaching that rubber band candle right here. And the rubber band is attached to the flat 200. So we'll see what happens. So currently that's a bear flag right there. So GDP, let's talk about GDP. Let's talk about GDP comes out at 8:30 today. Jobless claims 8:30. Now, going back to the dollar, okay, will this higher dollar index influence GDP? And we won't get the numbers that we wanted because, well, it was going to cost foreign countries more money to buy our goods and services, and therefore maybe revenues dipped a little bit and GDP didn't quite come in the way we wanted it to due to the high dollar index, and that would make the conversion rate more expensive for U.S. products, and therefore, maybe they picked the products from another country instead of ours. So we'll see what happens. That could definitely cause the markets to flow south. We'll see what happens. Okay, so back to the earnings. Get jobless claims at 8:30, Philly Fed at 8:30, and GDP at 8:30. Natural gas report at 10:30. Looking for pop-up Fed speakers. None today. All right, tomorrow we got durable goods, 8:30. Personal income and outlays, 8:30. New home sales, 10. Consumer sentiment, 10. Okay, that's it for the rest of the week here. Reminder, I don't think we're open on Friday. I think we're either half day or off, not sure, in observance of the Christmas holidays. Okay, so it's our earnings calendar. Nike's going to report tonight, 186 billion. Cintas is going to report this morning, 57 billion. Paychecks, 46 billion. They're going to report this morning as well. And Carnival Cruise is going to report at 25 billion. They're going to report in the morning. So right there, there's 3 good-sized ones plus a big whopper tonight around after 4 o'clock after the market closes. Max Pain for today is 472. Max Pain for tomorrow is 471. The market doesn't return to open till day after Christmas. That's the 26th. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Where are we in the pre-market? We seem to be consolidating in the pre-market at about 470. So we'll see what happens. All right. If they can make it up to the midpoint, hold the midpoint, it's very possible they run right back up to the highs. We'll see what happens. I'll take questions in the room. All right. The rest of you out there, I'll see you at 4 p.m. this evening. I think we're closed Friday. They shared the calendar yesterday. Ed did. Dennis, MU. MU looks good. Nice find there. You found the diamond in the rough there. Earnings were supposed to be yesterday. I guess they haven't updated it. But you can see it gapping up over this bearish candle right there. So that's a bull 180 right there, breaking through resistance. I would watch for an MMRP for this to move higher. I think MU comes up to $85.79. That would be my target for today. I don't know if you're trading it. I don't know if you asked about it. You wanted me to comment. It's bullish. You got a bullish engulfing in the pre-market. I think it's coming up to $85.79. Nice chart there, Dennis. Thanks for sharing that. Oh, it's supposed to be the answer for QQQ. Okay. That's why the market's up. Yeah, very well could be. What's the market cap for MU? Do you know? If you don't, it's okay.